Ravens at Panthers, opened at a pick'em. Now Ravens -2. Is this disrespectful to the Carolina Panthers, especially what they did in Philadelphia against the world champion Eagles? Will this give the Panthers a chip on their shoulder? Total opened at 43.5. Now there's 43s. I lean towards the under here. To me, this is comparable teams. Solid defenses, similar offenses, no superstars on either side unless you count Newton as one. Panthers are coming off a very resilient, impressive game. McCaffrey needs to be planned for, but he's not great. Rushed 7 for 29 yards, caught 6 for 51 yards. He's very fast, but he's not an in-between the tackles guy. They don't have a bruising back. Kuechly has been great. Alex Collins for the Ravens is playing poorly, 11 for 38 yards. John Brown does seem like a perfect weapon for Ravens. I feel like this is two similar teams. The Ravens are favorites on the road, and they shouldn't be. I think the biggest thing that pushes me in one direction is just the fact that the Panthers are playing at home. I like the Panthers here, but I don't know if I like them enough to bet them. I also like the under here. Can't wait to hear your breakdown. Ravens at Panthers.
Yeah, I like it, Jimmy. I like where you're going on the under in this one. And it's hard to take unders when you see them loaded up at 43, in that range. But styles make fights, as we always like to say here on the channel. You have two good defenses, and how's one team going to exploit the other one? Are the Ravens that high-flying, high-wire act? I don't think so. You're going to be able to control the ground game. They don't run it all that well. Joe Flacco's going to be staying in the pocket. And then you flip it over to the other side. Look, Cam Newton wants to run around, but they're not a high-flying, high-wire act, and that's a damn good football team that you're looking at on the other side defensively for the Baltimore Ravens. They can do everything strength on strength the same way that the Carolina Panthers like to do it themselves. So I think the under is worth its play. But you're right. You know what? We saw this same type of line, Jimmy, when we saw Baltimore go on the road and play the Tennessee Titans, where that line opened up at like a pick'em or maybe -1. That floats right away to 2 and 3 within the first couple days of that week. You're seeing that same type of MO and same type of flight here, where you're saying now, like, wait a second, Carolina's a really good home team. They don't have to cover 7 points. They just have to win the football game. Oh, yeah, now they're getting 2 points at home. That's a little bit alarming, which is going to force me to say, you know what? Let's see why the Ravens should be favored in this football game. They took a devastating loss last week, but New Orleans is one of the best teams in football and came with the running game. But also, Jimmy, in that game, the Ravens had a 10-point lead late in that game in the second half, and were controlling that for the most part. It's going to be interesting to see how this goes. But early in the week, just that line movement there says, let me try to build a case for the road team Ravens in this one.
Interesting. I can understand that. I find the side more difficult than the total. And a lot of people backing the total, liking the under as our early thought. Robbie Tagaloa says Carolina Baltimore screams under. Two good defenses with mediocre offenses. And Cage says Baltimore is not mediocre. Tomer saying Baltimore's defense is solid, but their pass rush is mediocre. Suggs is their only good pass rusher, and he's 35.
Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to our channel. Now, we've put a lot of work into producing all these free videos, so please help us out and keep all our content free for you forever by simply liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. Now, not to mention, a visit to our industry-leading website will warm the hearts of all our SBR employees, especially myself. Now, the links are over there to the left, so do check those out. Thanks for watching.